Welcome back to On the Beat. Isaac here again. This week I have Patrick Wooten from Richard Schwartz Associates. And Patrick, this time we're just going to talk about you and your firm. How about that?
Absolutely. Excited to talk about it.
All right. So what does your firm, Richard Schwartz Associates, and you handle exactly?
So we are an injury law firm. So technically the name's Richard Schwartz Associates Injury Lawyers. So
Okay.
Car wreck, 18-wheeler, motorcycle, hurt on the job, a slip and fall, a dog bite, Social Security disability. If it's an injury claim, it's generally falling under our umbrella.
Okay. Well, that's seemingly specific, but also obviously a multitude of different injury types. So why there are plenty of law firms in Mississippi?
Yep.
What elevates you?
There are. It's a great question. Fun state to be a lawyer, but firm's been around for 42 years. It's Mississippi-centric. That's what I like. A lot of firms you will see on TV, and we're not bashful about being on TV, aren't from Mississippi.
Sure.
They're actually from other states. Well, Richard is born and raised in Mississippi. You know, 90% of our staff is born and raised in Mississippi, and we have more offices in Mississippi than any other personal injury law firm.
I guess that's important since you would be more acquainted with the specific laws to the state relative to somebody else not in the state.
Correct.
All right, so I know you're based in Jackson, but you probably have multiple offices. Do you have one up here in Columbus, Starkville, Tupelo?
We do. We've had our Tupelo office for, 6 years now, and it
Okay.
has grown by leaps and bounds. I hope to open that office, and we love it. Love the Tupelo, Columbus market. Wonderful people, great area. Hattiesburg, Meridian, actually 2 offices in Jackson, and we're continually looking to expand across the state of Mississippi.
So even if, somebody doesn't live in Tupelo, they could drive shorter distance to there rather than driving all the way to Jackson.
Yeah, exactly.
To meet with you guys.
Yep, that's what the cool thing is. Attorneys in every office, so you can go right there. You're really not that far in the state from really ever being more than an hour away
Sure.
from one of our offices.
All right, well, you kind of touched on this earlier, but what makes you guys different than other, not national firms,
Yep.
but state firms?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think size is one, being the biggest personal injury firm in the state, and then the fact that we have such a spirit of giving back to the communities. That's one of our core values. We just don't only want to represent people that are injured in accidents. We help with Boys and Girls Clubs. We do Halloween safety messages to schools. We do a lot of things with animal shelters, with the Children's Hospital, so that our size allows us to give back to the community.
Sure.
Because they have put their trust and support in us, and so we're going to put our trust and support in those communities.
So give us an example of something that you would do. You mentioned all these different things. What goes into that for you guys when you go out to one of these events?
Yeah. I think one of the most fun things we do are safety briefings to schools at Halloween.
Okay.
So we traverse the state. We bring McGruff the crime dog with us, and literally we'll hand out reflective Halloween bags, give the top 10 safety lessons to these elementary school children, because unfortunately Halloween is one of the most dangerous days of the year for accidents involving pedestrians. So
Sure.
it's a lot of coordination that our marketing team does with helps of wonderful TV stations like you all in the schools to be able to coordinate to cross the state over 2 weeks in the month of October.
Well, it's good to hear, that's just not, you're just in the courtroom
That's
arguing,
right.
but you, like you said, you're giving back to the community. Well, Patrick, I think that's all we got for you this week. We sure appreciate you joining us, driving up from Jackson, and we will see you next time.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Isaac.
Sure thing. If you have any additional questions or need any additional information, the information is listed there on your screen. We'll be back after this.